Knock knock. Hello, it's Bear. Welcome in Sage and Naggin and Ian, apparently. I've never been on live television before. How's it going, everybody? I'm drawing giraffes again today. I want to make so many progress today. I'd like to hurry up and get this thing done. Do you know the apparently kid, Ian? Kid's an icon. IDK, sweet. I need to make a command for that video. Just to educate everyone. Okay, I realized just now. I was trying to figure out what was going on with this guy's nose. Because he doesn't have a nose yet. I think what had happened was I just didn't put it on there. I see it in the reference now. 125% Delulu. Naggin, I think that's accurate. No offense. 143% naughty. Ian's gonna give us heck today. 127. Everybody. 190% Delulu. Easy. Everyone's bringing their A game today. Ian coming in hot. We would expect no less. Okay, I don't have a clue how to get this nose the right shape. I'm not liking it so far. Gotta tinker. I take no responsibility for my actions once my Delulu level. That's pretty fun to say. I have the world's one and only 24 karat Delulu level. I take no responsibility for my actions once my Delulu level reaches above 180. How often does your Delulu level sink below 180? To be fair, I was left unsupervised. Who is the supervision here? Never. This tracks. I wouldn't have trusted any other answer. Anyone that's not Delulu? Okay, hold on. I gotta... Okay, so currently, Naggin is supervision. I'm what? You're the supervision. You're the least Delulu person here right now. Oh, jeez. Naggin said, okay, bye. Beyblade, let it rip. Ian, did you play with Beyblades? Are you a Beyblade fan? At like 50? I would have been so jealous of you. And nickels, yeah. It's so you can choose. Yeah, it's a weapon. It's so you can choose whether you cash it in or like defend yourself with it. It's in a cozy little festive burlap sack. It's got a cute little ribbon on it with some holly. I'm going to see about reshaping all of this stuff. Actually, it might make sense to just get rid of this highlight and redo it. We shall see. It's a cheery weapon. Yeah, it's very festive. Festive danger. It's only fair since I apparently hate life, so you gotta get a bag of nickels to defend yourself against life with. Worked with someone who once made a $10 bet and lost and brought it in a lunch bob in pennies. Box, okay. That makes sense. I should have been able to autocorrect that one. Oh, nagging. That's what I call my SpongeBob lunchbox. Oh, that's smart. Okay, so then... Is that just sketch layer stuff I'm seeing? Yes, okay, I'm just gonna not deal with the sketch layer for now. Oops. What brush am I using? I need round. Okay, so let's do a bit of this. Some weird stuff going on with like a wrinkly situation on this nose that I might have to tinker with. What? For now, just want to give it some shape. %, naughty, okay? I can't remember percentages from yesterday. Are you more or less than yesterday? 95% awesome. Always. Every day. Way less? I was 98. Okay. Okay. Okay, actually, I don't love this right now. I think I need to use color instead of the black. It's a bit too harsh. Okay, so let's go. Let's get one of these. Wait, is there a good color I use somewhere else? Maybe like this. I need it to not be on my shadow layer. Why does that look the same to me? Okay, I want to add Bit of a reddish brown to all of these. Maybe I can start with that. Not quite dark enough. Charles has anger. Charles just darted through the room. Let's test this out. We'll test out this color. Don't often draw wrinkles. Might be interesting to sort out. We're gonna sort it out. Amazon is here? Nice. Get your package. I feel like that looks all right, but I need to add. Wait, what is going on over here? It's this layer. There we go. Dogs are going crazy outside. Not my dogs. Oops, that is an eraser. Can't draw with an eraser, bib. Okay, so this redder tone kind of like weaved into all of the facial area on this one. Snap. On the wrong layer. Need to be down here. On this one. Okay, I need to make the tips of the little ossicone thingies a bit darker, I'm realizing. Let's get this red blended in. Maybe we'll move to that step next. That change. Trying to make sure this looks even, but is still like a little bit erratic. Kind of looks like a natural blotchy pattern. Because nature isn't perfect. Okay, I need to. Is this all in the same layer? Yeah. I need to do something about this dang bow tie on this guy's forehead. I thought I was okay with it earlier. Now that I'm looking at it a bit more, it's a bit much. A bit much in it, babe. Oop. I think I might just blend it out. Peach! 20 stream streak. What on earth? Thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Look at that cute little bird, too. It's adorable. I think that's a bird. Also kind of looks like a chicken nugget. Thank you, though. Thank you, thank you. That's what I thought. Chicken nugget or bird? It's a chicken nugget. Okay. We got there. It is one genre of bird, yeah. You're not wrong. Guess chicken nuggets were once birds, yeah, the birds that once were. Okay, I need to do a lot of work on middle giraffe today. I'm realizing as I zoom out. Okay, I need to put some red on him. He's got like this pretty strong like arch of the red right here. And then it's kind of striped. Those little cone things. A bit like this. He's got little blotches of it here. Okay, I need to draw in like his nostrils and stuff before I work on his snoot too much. Okay. Mm. Okay. To soften this a little bit more. Okay. Now, need to add in some nostrils for this bad boy. Mm-mm. Okay. Kind of a wild shape. Big old diamonds. Big old diamond nostrils. And this one's kind of a flame almost. Oop. I should go back to this brush. Make it smaller. Okay. This one can come over and up a little bit. And this one be a little bit smaller. I need to adjust the outline of that one. Okay. Then I want to kind of soften these edges. So they look like they have some depth to them instead of just little pits, little nostril pits. I don't like those words together. Okay. And same up here. Same on this side. That looks way huge now. Whoops. Then, where's my line layer? Right here. Let's change this curve. Needs to be. Ooh. I don't like this brush. Do this one. Be more like here. But what happened to the family portrait? What do you mean? Am I forgetting about something? Was it always supposed to be giraffe bodies? I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I kind of just leaned into the giraffe necks thing because that's what I drew first. But I'm still considering if I want to give them some sort of clothes. I just don't want them to have like human bodies. If I put clothes on them, I want to figure out how giraffes would wear them. Wait, what? Did I delete a layer that had some mouth details on it? I might have confused myself somewhere. I feel like that mouth was more detailed. Maybe it was just that I turned down the sketch layer. That might be it. Okay. That's fine. Gotcha, yeah. I might change my mind again. We shall see. I never know with me. Okay. And I need to... This might be a temporary line, but I want to figure out some way to make like solid distinction between the ear over here and this giraffe on the center. Whoops, big eraser. I'll clean that up. And then do a little bit more blending. See if maybe that helps get this line like sharp. Something about this nose still doesn't look right to me. Is this my line layer? Select both of those. Maybe more like that. Then push this color down a bit. Push it down. Okay, and it actually kind of wraps around over here. Make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger blender. Okay. Feels closer. Also, I'm definitely bouncing all over the place with this. I just remembered the very first thing I wanted to do today. Did not like this shape over here. So I'm going to adjust that. And then I want to adjust this eye also. It's a little bit more of this going on. Ugh. What's happening? Trying to delete a Shutterfly account. Why is, like, I haven't even read the rest of this, but I assume, why are all companies so, like, aggressively against letting people, like, one-click cancel? I mean, I understand that there are whys, but it's so annoying. Said, fill out this form and respond to the email to verify. They never sent the dang email. That's how they get you. How's it going, Corin? I did a huge drink. Yeah, you better drink too. I need to make a redeem for myself to make all of you drink. I have no clue. I have heard that gyms are notorious about it. I swear the, like, can't cancel unless you come in thing feels like just actual bullying. Come in here and look at all these people who are determined. Think about yourself. So, like, sleazy. How you doing, Corin? I canceled my gym once. Jeebus. It was a full interview process. The only time I've ever, like, had a gym membership, it was paid for, like, in my college tuition. It was so nice. Not that, like, tuition is nice, but, like, having the gym access was the one time I've ever gone to the gym, like, regularly. College gym was so nice. It really, like, ours was nothing, like, huge or special, but it was a great little perk. Indoor track. Ours had a, like, teeny tiny indoor track. It was like a floating one above a basketball court. So it was about the size of a basketball court. I was telling them I don't want to go there anymore. Wasn't enough. It should be, though. I know I get it, like, money, but let us live. That's what we had. It was pretty cool. Hi, Caitlin. How you doing? Well, then we're talking about gyms and companies not letting you easily cancel memberships and accounts and stuff. Okay. I'm so back and forth. I wanted to put some red on this one. Holy poop, do I have a story for you. Story time. We love a story time. Oops. Wrong brush. Also trying to get as much done as I possibly can on these dang giraffes. I don't have, like, an actual way to track how much I've spent on these. But when I clicked my little canvas info today, it told me I've already spent 9 hours on this, and it's making me want to speed it up. So this looks silly right now. Look at his goofy little smile. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely feeling the like red addition to these. Fixes some of the issue I was personally having with it. It looked very like muted. Okay, I see story. I'm coming. I'm going to read the story. Okay. Higgy joined a Mayweather boxing gym. Is that like Floyd? That guy? He then stopped going and needed to cancel. He emailed them to cancel and they said, okay, cool, you're set. We continued getting billed. He emailed them again and they said, oh, you have to fill out a cancellation form and bring it in. But you're set? What? Fills out the form, brings it in, continue getting bills for it. He calls them and emails them every day for a while. I call them multiple times. No one ever answers the phone. And if you leave a message, they didn't call back. The nerve of like, okay, you're set. Like, giving the runaround about it is one thing. To also be like, okay, cool. Done deal. Makes me angry. We spoke to the credit card company about disputing it, but we didn't have a copy of the cancellation. Oh, it's gross. Stop any automatic payment to them. They're so scammy. I wonder why it's so like prominent in gyms. I wonder if it's like the social peer pressure-y side of things. Like, how did you have to come in? It seems like it's kind of a standard for gyms. Like an unwritten standard. I'd be sending them fake lawyer stationery. It's brilliant. Actually, they answered the phone one time after we brought the form in and claimed they lost it. But would look for it and call us back, but never did, then stopped answering. We lost it is wild. Like, we lost it, but it's your problem. We had to contact an attorney, and then they stopped, and then they shut down. Apparently, it's a franchise-wide problem because all of their reviews for different locations have the same issue. So, like, your location shut down, or has the whole deal shut down? If it's like across the board having that issue, I could see that shutting them down. Want to say the whole business? Okay. Thought about freezing the card and requesting a new one, but didn't want them to send us to collections or something. Yeah, and that wouldn't surprise me if they tried to. TBH. Considering the rest of the story. Okay, what is going on under there? Is that just no? Wait, what if I don't know where that like weird dark splotch is coming from. I assume it has to be on this layer. Then why? Why, oh why? Okay, what if I just... There we go. That works. Do a little blend. See, that's just ridiculous business practice, yeah. It sounds like a recipe for either, like, getting rich quick and getting out of it, or ending up in a lot of hot water, or both. Okay. Let's put his little nostrils on. That was all happening while I was pregnant. What a nightmare. Yes, Floyd, okay. I knew I recognized that name. Wasn't sure if it was the right one. Only time I've ever raged at a cancellation is with Adobe. Oh my gosh. I have heard Adobe nightmares. I'm late. How actually dare you, Rextremish? You're still like 2 hours earlier than you were yesterday, so don't be hard on yourself. Only time I ever raged at a cancellation is with Adobe. And I've not had Adobe products since because I'm not in that industry anymore. Yeah, all the like subscription hassle with Adobe I've ever heard about has scared me away from even like looking into it, honestly. I tried to contact corporate, but the website has no way to contact them. That's so gross. All of that is so gross. I hate that for you. Rexy, have you ever had trouble canceling an account or a subscription? Like, has your pickle subscription box ever tried to scam you? Or whatever. Literally today. I had a lot going on yesterday, not much less today, but I'm here. You do what you gotta do. Not the pickles, I ain't canceling that ever. I've been trying to cancel my Beb sub for months, but it won't let me. I didn't receive your cancellation form. I'm sorry. I must have lost it. That's your fault. Ian would never. It's true. I think Ian likes it here. Ian won't admit it, but I sense it. Lost it in the shredder. Her name is Rosalina. Thank you. And maybe she ate it. It's not really your business, actually. You can fill out the form again. I'll try to keep it away from her. But I can make no promises. She's very persuasive. Rexy got sweet pickles one time and then raged. I'm done with your product line. Never speak to me or my critters again. The audacity to put sweet pickles on the shelf. You need to submit your formal request in person at MocoCon 2026. Please and thank you. The line forms here. Can Rexy submit it on my behalf? She can, but I would be a lot more likely to give that to the shredder, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. As my not legal counsel. Rexy, how do you feel about being a not legal counsel? Sure, but there is the Rexy surcharge then. Yes. It's a 1 year of a pickle subscription box. Which I assume costs more than a year Beb subscription. Probably for the best. That's true. At least we're all self-aware. I don't actually know what I mean by that, but it sounded good. Sounded cool. My pickles be expensive. You should make your own. If you were a real pickle fan, you would make your own. Okay, where is all this weirdness I'm seeing? Okay, so some of it is definitely on this layer. Yes. What's going on over here? Is that on this layer? Some of it is. Whoops. I can fix a little bit of this. Oops. Okay, I see chat. I'm coming back. $68.99 a month? What is wrong with you? Hi, Call. Hi, Call. We're just yelling at Rexy about pickles. By the way, are you drawing the Giraffes version, Giraffes in reverse? Or is the reference... Just notice. Okay, I am following this reference, but I can't decide if I want to give them like clothes or whatever. I'm just trying to catch the vibe of this like awkward family portrait. Pickle subscription is not a joke. I thought it was. I pickle all the things. Peppers, green beans, corn, cucumbers, carrots. Give them feet for their horns? No. Not sure why I thought that was in reverse. I don't know. It could be. The only joke is I don't pay that much for it, but my surcharge for Ian for delivering papers to Beb, $68.99. Rexy, do you have a way to calculate how much you spend monthly on pickles? Why would anyone spend that much money on pickles? Call Rexy, it's like a jar a day. Probably like 800. I wouldn't be surprised. At least Rexy's burps feel fresh. That is one of the wildest ways to describe a burp I've ever heard in my life. Fresh and dilly. Welcome back, Sage. I mean, I do, but do I really want to hurt my own feelings realizing that? Not really. Don't lie. You would wear that as a badge of honor. I hate when burps taste like the food you've eaten. I get that. Whoops. I want this brush. I get that. It's definitely like not as pleasant experiencing the food a second time. It reminds me that the food is still food, even when in me, which for some reason is unsettling. Yeah, I don't love the way that was just worded to me. I think I'm leaning more towards agreeing with you as this passes. As things go by, I'm becoming more on your side. Have that effect on people? You should be proud. You just can't help but agreeing with Ian. When's the podcast debut? Agreeing with Ian, part 6. Okay, I'm just gonna continue with what I was about to do. We gotta focus, Beb. Focus, Bebington. Focus time. Thank you, KJ. That's what I need. I very much have a brain where, like, on the way to starting a step, I'll see like 7 other steps that I would also like to be starting. And then, like, in the middle of starting, I get conflicted about which part. Realizing that about myself a lot more streaming. Oh, no. We do that. Do we have a reference layer? No, we don't. Maybe I just need to... Yeah. There we go. How's it going, KJ? Welcome in. Are you focused? Ish. I have a new obsession. Tell me all about it. I'm everything but focused today. Tasks are taking so much longer than it needs to. I feel that. I was a bit like that before stream, and I'm trying to not be like that during stream. I did not get good sleep last night, so it's been kind of a blurry day. What? We're pulling it together. We're getting so much done on these giraffes today, it's gonna make our heads spin. I was invited to a Discord that has these bots that search the internet for huge deals on items. That followed by Rexy's like pricing pickle message is wild energy to me. Can you find Rexy a pickle Discord? Okay, they're $5.29 a jar. I go through about 2 jars a week. 2 jars times 4 weeks is 8 jars in a month. 8 jars times $5.29 is $42.32. Add 6% sales, and that's roughly $44.85 a month on pickles. There is a pickle plush on sale. Send it to Rexy. Send Rexy the link. Don't use them all on yarn. I don't know that Ian could promise that. Okay, so I want just like the hint of this pink that's going on at the front of this dude's mouth. I don't know. There's weird things going on inside this mouth. What kind of pickles? That's crazy what kind of pickles these are. Are these? Rexy probably buys the like ultimate bougie pickles. I think I've spent 40 on pickles in my whole life. Dill Snackums. I loved him in Rugrats. When I was in retail, I found pickles that were over 5 years old. I wish you could have sent those to Rexy. I think I have a picture of them. Nothing wrong with them. They're aged. They're aged like wine. Let's see what it eat at them. Okay, where is my highlight layer? I'm gonna smooth this out. So I'm maybe being hypnotized by this song. I feel like I'm being enchanted with a little lullaby. They never go bad, okay. Not like I'd ever give them the opportunity to go bad. That's also fair. Not a fan of the Vlasic dills. I have a problem where, like, as soon as a new message pops up, I'm in the middle of reading something and my eye gets pulled to the new message a lot of times, and I just see Call saying, I shoved my fingers right in there. Rexy, do you put your fingers in the jar to get them out? That's a good question. Absolutely not. I acquire them via fork. Team Fork. What a day for pickles. Oh, I also found ketchup in my pantry the other day that was multiple years old, and it looked like dark chocolate sauce. That's horrible. Never bought ketchup in my life, so I have no idea how it got in my pantry. Is it the ghost? Is it the ghost of condiments past? The baby whole pickles. But I don't discriminate as long as they're dill or spicy. Spicy pickles are good. Pickles miss me. KJ, we just figured out that Rexy spends a bit over $40 a month on pickles. She uses her. I hate reading those words, Ian. I hope you know. Sage also loves pickles. You need a pickle picker thing I had growing up. Is it the thing that's like a little pitchfork? A little two-pronged stabber. Stop telling my secrets. I'll take hers. She really will. We're in a pickle now. Okay. Am I still on the right layer? No. I need to be on this layer. Trying to like very carefully reshape all this stuff. Because I did this in a weird way that I don't normally. So I don't have my usual techniques. Learning out here. It's a 4-prong thing with a plunger button. Interesting. I've never heard of this. I ordered food that had pickles on it this weekend and contemplated not eating the food. That's how anti-pickles I am. Okay. I don't mind pickles, but you're so real for that. I will, like, if there's a no ingredient for me and it ends up on the food, I just can't bring myself. And people are like, just peel it off, but it's not the same. Oh, that's fancy as heck. Rexy, you do need these. Looks like a surgical instrument. B&G kosher baby dill gherkins are my favorite. Those sound fancy. I've never even heard of that brand. I've sent food back that had pickle juice on it. I don't play. I respect that. I respect that so much. I feel so validated. What is the woman? I was just thinking that. Maybe she has a spoonful of peanut butter in the other hand. The only way they can sell that pickle thingy. Maybe they know their audience. You forgot the pickles. What a dirtbag. What was that guy's name? It's one of my most vivid SpongeBob memories is how much I despise that guy. Bubble Bass. That's right. I always confuse him and what was it? Flats? Was there one named Flats? Bubble Bass. I'm like that. If there's pickles on the plate, that's fine. But if the pickle juice has infiltrated the food, it's there and it's gross. It is a clingy flavor. It sinks its little claws and everything. I have a heart attack when ordering food. I couldn't imagine sending it back. I get that. It's part of why I just don't eat out all that much. Because stupid men think only pregnant women eat pickles. Interesting. I've never heard that. It's like one of them head scratchy things, but for grabbing pickles. Those head scratchy things are incredible. You've never heard the pregnant women pickle thing? I've heard about the whole peanut butter and pickle joke, or wives' tale, whatever you want to call it. I've never heard anything about pregnant women specifically and just pickles. There are actually people out there that genuinely think women only eat pickles when pregnant. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard that. I tend to not order food anymore. I get anxiety ordering in person. If I don't like something I make it look like I ate a decent amount so the cooks don't feel bad. You're so considerate. I just don't eat it. It'll be okay. Or someone else can put it in their to-go plate. I don't care. Dude, can you imagine how bad my pickle eating was when I was pregnant? The monthly price went up to $120 a month. It's not for every pregnant woman, so that stereotype is silly. I don't know why I was doing so good at focusing for a while, and now I'm just staring at this pickle grabber. Okay, I'm closing that tab. I'm exiting the tab. I've got the giraffes pulled back up. I'll take it to go and toss it away from the place so they don't see me. Yeah. I'm usually if I ever end up in that situation, there's always someone who is willing to eat whatever it was. So I have a good escape route. I'm not the person who could just force myself to eat something. Ain't no way. Can't force myself to eat. Nope. It's a great way to throw up. I love that this is coming from Mr. Eat bags and bags of hot chips to reset your sleep. Glad you changed what was on the stream earlier because I had to screenshot it and put a pic in the mocha. What did I do? Those don't make me throw up. Okay. So it's just a different type of forcing yourself. How's it going, Higgy? Howdy and how ye? Welcome in. We're talking pickles and subscriptions and places not letting you cancel subscriptions easily. Welcome in, Nerp, a bee who runs a balloon shop. H is in chat. Okay, Nerp, I'm gonna do your redeem. I feel bad because like half the time Nerp does a redeem and then I end up not doing it for whatever reason, so I'm doing it. I do need to run to the restroom real quick, but the second I get back. Oh, this is a comic. It was a comic redeem. Okay, B runs balloon swamp. Is there on it? Because he can pop the balloons. He sure can. On our honeymoon, Higgy and I had arranged a special dinner on the beach. Had a set menu, and the appetizer was like a smoked raw fish platter. As you know, Higgy doesn't eat fish. He cut it up and hid it under the lettuce garnish. And hid some on my plate. That is devious. Did I redeem wrong one? If you want a comic, I'll do it. Did you mean to redeem a comic? Or did you want just a drawing? I don't care either way. I'll do either. Pop somebody doesn't mean to. Either, let's do the comic. Okay. I'm going to run to the restroom and then we're going to start this thing. And then I'm going to catch up on chat too. I'll be right back. Watch my dogs. Keep them safe. said I was gonna catch up on chat, and chat goes crazy. Also, this song is so loud. The YMCA here is like that. I was so mad at them. You have to cancel like 30 days in advance or they charge you. Did they make you come in to cancel also? Told them if they did, I was going to have Amex reverse the charges and they could eat it. When the waitress came back, she said, should I give her compliments to the chef? After she left, Iggy said, for what? He didn't cook anything. I, in fact, didn't even try to cancel my Spotify subscription. I was a public scandal. Thank you for the streak. Little girl do have Rexy energy. This is me. Rexy, I'm watching her. Keep her grubby little pickle hands off my dogs. Was there no chewing? I swear if she ever does that again, I'm gonna lose my mind. I said I was scamming, which like I was, but it was my friend who got me caught by admitting that his address was not my address. Oh, I remember it. He could have just played it cool. I'm gonna be so shook when I give the same energy at MochaCon that I do here and online. I don't know that I will. MochaCon 26 specifically. 21, 26? Yeah, Brixie. Be careful. If they gave me some fried shrimp or calamari, I could have managed smoked salmon. Okay, but I love smoked salmon. I would have eaten it for you. You're a gift to the world, Rexy, just being yourself. You're so sweet, Sage. You're so kind. What a pleb thing to do of your friend. Pleb is such a good word. Couldn't even do calamari, maybe shrimp. Calamari is definitely an experience. I don't blame anyone for not liking that. Won't do any fish or sea creature, but I will eat canned tuna as long as it's soaked. I'm not even finishing that, Rexy. How dare you? How dare you bring that to my chat? You're gonna be so shook to realize I'm nothing like I am online in person. I feel like I am much more introverted than people are gonna expect. Like my introversion is next level. I'm not as loquacious. Very controlled in this chat, thank you. I feel like there are a few of you. I'll catch them for y'all, but I ain't eating them. What a loaded question, Rexy. 95% of my vocabulary is banned here. You're doing a good job with the other 5%. What it's worth. I've been making it work. What's the point? I will let them answer then. I've learned new words that are politically correct to use in this chat as a result of. Look at these changes I'm making. I'm very proud of all of you. I guess you're the ones making the changes, but I am proud. Proud of each and every one of you. I'd say only 40% of my vocab is banned. I would have expected lower than that, Sage. That's interesting to me. Logan's being quiet. Checked on him. He's asleep. Why the angry face? Critter can't nap. Ian, is Rexy better or worse in person? I have that severe trauma kind of humor and brain, so my everyday conversations are just super vulgar and my jokes get very dark. I understand that. If I'm being sassy, I need that 40. Okay. That's understandable. Because he won't sleep tonight. He can just do a Roblox all-nighter. It's okay. Caitlin never ever used to curse and now she's just as bad as I am. Is that your influence? Charles? A weapon. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Also, my whole brain shifted after working CPS. I can imagine. I'm just 100% in. Yell and be the loudest and most aggressive in the room to get control of the situation. I imagine that's helpful in a lot of cases. You'd be surprised how hard it is to tell 50-year-old men with ego issues to sit down and be quiet in their own homes. Yeah, I bet. I don't know that I could do that. Not roast turkey this time. You're welcome. My therapist doesn't like my dark jokes and sarcasm, apparently. Sounds like a them problem. A Christmas sweater he knit with his bare paws. Charles? I don't know if that came through, but he just like aggressively shook himself off. Here's my boy. Assessing grown men with ego issues was absolutely my favorite part of the job. It does sound like I understand how you could get some enjoyment out of that. Love yourself, I'm not my type. So real. Okay. Getting paid to rage bait. Ian, does that sound like the dream? Not really? Interesting. You just like rage baiting for free? I would thrive in that aspect. No other part. I'd do it for free. Okay. Humor is a great coping mechanism. What do you mean, therapist? Yeah. We all have our ways. Don't try to change Sage, therapist, even though I guess that's like a little bit in line with your work. I don't like it. She should have said not toxic enough. She would have won that one. Wow. Would always end up being child abusers or abusing spouses. I despise. Getting to humble them was enjoyable. Okay. Bully the bullies. Okay. I was paid to pick and choose when I wanted to be toxic to people. Go to prison day one. That's understandable, honestly. Actual rage, yeah. I just don't know that I could sign up for that to begin with. While you're there, you can interview some of your clients. Mm-mm-mm. Rexy, you can be the crime scene photographer. I feel like Rexy would do that. Actually, almost went to school for that. Look at that. Very true. I can take care of them too. That's another several years. Just an infinite loop. Made some really amazing friends who I talk to still. We trauma bonded a lot over the years. You find ways to cope and make light of certain situations. I'm glad you have that silver lining at least. Tricky situation, but good to have. Like people you can relate to at least. Zebra Acrylics Designs. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Welcome in. I'm Bib. I'm about to draw a quick little comic, but I've been working on these things today. Welcome in. How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Welcome in, Raiders. Be nice. I'm sensitive. Started Cerberus. You painting him? Painting Cerberus. Just sketched them out so far. Do you have anything you want to share? That sounds awesome. Doesn't hurt to try. It was worth a shot. Ooh, Instagram. Everyone check out this Instagram. Went to college for criminal justice, and now my little minty breakdowns prevented me from getting the jobs I originally wanted. I feel that. Oh, dang. Trying to open Instagram the way that I normally do on stream. It said no, Beb. It said you can't do that. Neighbor has a bumper sticker that says, "Please, bestie, let me merge. I'm going to cry." Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think this is the right one. Yes. Oh, what are we doing now? Okay. Let's get a new window. Oh, it was gross. Oh, why is the fish back? What are you doing, OBS? I swear I know how to stream. Check out Zebra's work. These paintings. Zebra does acrylic paintings of so many different things. I love the like glow ones. It's like Big Ben, maybe. Pirate ship. Flying Dutchman. These are gorgeous. I love the variety. I do too. All sorts of subject matter. Cartoons. Ooh, what's this one? Edgar Allan Poe. I get that, but they won't let me do the jobs I want either for reasons. Hate that for both of you. Need something like that. It's a good one. I need a bumper sticker that says, if you honk at me, I'm coming to your window. Actually, just storming across intersections. How very dare you. So many cute. Look at this duck. Little autumn duck. His cute little hat and scarf. Wanted to be a DEA agent, and then I didn't qualify any longer and found out how high the divorce rate was and how bad family life was. So I said, yeah, this isn't for me. I think that's a good choice. Thank you all for the love, of course. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for sharing zebra butt. Much respect for that, though. Yeah. I think that was a real good choice. Oh, I can't remember the name. Cave of Wonders. I love this one so much. Risk of death is also probably higher in DEA than CPS. Oh, Cookie Monster! Everyone go check out all the lovely art, the lovely paintings. Drop some follows, drop some likes. Thank you for the raid. If you need to like de-stream or whatever, do your thing. We'll be here. We'll take care of everybody. As soon as I can figure out how to switch this dang fish. Why is the fish back? It's supposed to be giraffes. I have an Etsy too. I can drop that link if that's allowed. Please do. Please do. Feel free. Okay. I'm gonna get back to drawing Nerp, his comic. I've been putting it off. I'm gonna check out the Etsy too. So many of those paintings we just looked at are on there. And this one. Give it a look. Support if you can. Bookmark things. Favorite, whatever you call it on Etsy. Show some love. Okay, I think everything's set back up. Okay. Comic. I'd be curious to know the stats. I'm sure it is, definitely. I'd be curious in the discrepancy. We had several deaths in our state over the years I worked there, one of which was attacked in an elevator. That is horrifying. Okay. I think this gave me enough time to come up with the plot line for this one. Okay. So that was helpful. I'll go over Bev. It's true. Always forget to talk about that. But Bev did get a little nomination. Got you, Bevington. Thank you. Oh, I do not like this pin a whole lot for this. I'll have time to go back over all this with some better lines. We shall see. If I don't, Ransky does. Appreciate it. Oops. You have thus been voted for, Bevington. Thank you, Sage. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, I officially got hired today. Heck yes. We didn't doubt you for a second. I'll read the rest of that. I can't remember if I said that here or not. I'm doing so many things at the moment. I don't think you have yet. Thank you for the alert, Corin. Thank you. Ian will fuel my efforts to be my best single-handedly. He do be doing that. Especially with all those AI picks. It's pretty good at it. Example. $5 minutes. Get off my case, Siri bot. There's tomorrow's work ethic. Okay. Siri be all up in your business. Not you. Definitely just activated my phone. All the Siris are in my business. Oh, Charles. Oop. BRB. Oops. Okay. There's just gonna be a ton of little deflated ones that he popped. Cause he's a bee. I don't know if you know this about bees. But bees are not particularly known for keeping balloons safe. Oh, minutes. Nobody asked. Okay, let's see if I can real quick, like in 2 minutes, give this some like visible line work at least. It may not be pristine. It's very wobbly. Baby, you gotta try to clean a little more. Good luck with the cleaning. You got this. Thank you for the alert. Excuse me. Okay, I see what's happening. I gotta focus on the rest of this. Timer's up. How could you do this? That bee looks like it's seen things. It has. It's lived a hard life. I'm doing the rest of the line work. I don't care. Forget your timer. I just realized I've made the best fancy ramen I've ever had and didn't even take a pic of it, so you have to remake it. Is what I'm hearing. Sounds like a good excuse to remake it. Ramen. I guess. Don't sound so excited about it. Poor Ian has to have more ramen. I found this shaved ribeye at the store and used it, and it was so good. It does sound good. It does sound delicious. Okay. I won't color it, so I'm at least not cheating that much. But there we have it. There we have it. The bee and the balloon shop. Oh, that writing is not even legible. Look at this one. It's a little bit better, I guess. Okay. Okay. Giraffe time. Okay, now the fun part. I don't have a dang clue what I was doing. I think I was reshaping this guy's face. I'll add some stuff to his mouth. Add some color here. Yup. Liking that. It's looking right to me. Got a pretty solid edge on the inside of this part of the lip. Fill that in. Fancy ramen. Ian made the best ramen he's ever had. And didn't even take a picture of it. Can't believe it. One does not simply make fancy food and not take a picture. I'm gonna upset people. I almost never think about taking pictures of food. Brain's not wired that way. I stir-fried a bunch of veggies and then the meat. I made the ramen in the pot with the veggies. That's how you do it. That's how I do it. It's delish. So much flavor. I do firmly believe that doctoring up instant ramen like that is such a pro move for quick and easy good ramen at home. Also, apparently some people only cook their ramen noodles for 3 minutes, which is disgusting. Ian likes soggy noodles. I bought the expensive ramen, but only used half the packet and saved the rest, and then buy the cheap ramen and use it on that. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be soggy. Because it cooks longer in the broth. No, not soggy. I definitely do not like mine soggy. I might be one of the people Ian hates. Okay, you didn't say hate, but oh my gosh. We got another raid. Gato. Welcome in. How you doing? Oh no. Can you hear me? I think they're in ads. Thank you for the shout out, Naggin. Best non-mod mod. Those giraffes look great. Thank you. Thank you. I've spent so much time on them, I realized. I can hear you from the raid screen. Oh, that's smart. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? What were you streaming? We're working on a portrait of some giraffes. I got inspired by like awkward family pictures. I want to do a series. I was painting cats and I had moderate success. This is what we're working on. Sort of. I can't decide if I want to put clothes on them or not yet, but moderate success. Do you have anything you want to share? Any links or screenshots? Whatever you got. Doing a series of watercolors that are interpretation of cards for my new Oracle deck. Nice. How's the deck coming along? Okay, put this brush back. I'm gonna put some of this red because there's a good amount of that. Good amount of that I'm seeing. Got some screenshots. Throw them at us. That's the Cats Oracle deck coming to Kickstarter in mid-January. Nice. Keep your eyes peeled, chat. So exciting. Have you done a Kickstarter before? I can't remember. A little bit of this everywhere. See if this ugly link works. It did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, okay. I'm confusing myself with my own OBS. So this one. Yes, look at this cat. Oh my goodness. If I can find the right thing to zoom in. Look at this. These colors are beautiful. There's a couple. Here's the other one. I think it needs a couple finishing touches. Yeah, that one didn't work for me. Chat, look at this. Ooh, I like this one too. How tiny is that showing? Oh, it's not too bad. I love this, has so much character. You said these are both watercolor? Did I read that? Interpretations of cards from my new deck. So the first one is Slow Blinks. The second one is Murder Mittens. I love that. I don't understand people who use watercolor. Watercolor terrifies me. It's so much smarter than me. These are beautiful though. Such vibrant colors. Watercolor kind of terrifies me too. I tried for like 6 months to learn it. It's time for a watercolor stream. Whenever you're ready. You got that. That's all you, Lunar. The streets are saying Lunar watercolor stream. Paints I use make it marginally better. Yeah. That is one of the mediums where like it kind of does matter which ones you get, in my opinion. I'll do it if you do it. You have a webcam now. Are you going to stream? These are so pretty. I love your work. I love all of your work. I love seeing some watercolor. I just wanna be that cat right now. Gotta, do you have any links you want people to check you out at, to follow? Anything like that? Thank you for the raid. Thank you for sharing. I'm still like adjusting to talking about people's works on stream. But I hope you understand how much I love seeing it. Love cats, love the colors. Yeah, they're so vibrant. It's wild to me that you can get like such vibrant colors from watercolor without it looking like the paint's just exploded on the page, because that's what it always looked like if I got anything vibrant. It was just like explosion, no control. But you're killing it. This is my face when I saw those cats. That's the Kickstarter. I'm a pin. So it's a new and scary thing. You haven't done one before, okay? That's, yeah, that's excite, scary. These are so clean too. I love this design. You said it starts in January? Catch that right? Lost my pen tip. You're lurking? My internets have been having some outages. Thank you for hanging out, Trist. Hope the internet gets sorted. Okay, I bookmarked it. I bookmarked the Kickstarter. January 14th. Remember to email them to prorate your monthly bill. I'm so sure Trist is gonna do that. Also have the Mochas announce it. Yes. Yes. People are gonna love that. We love some cats. Okay. Where do I want to focus? Okay, I think I'm gonna do some like shaping stuff while my mind is on it. I wanted to throw some shadows here. Only paid 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna quit messing around. Whoops. Okay, move this out. I think I'm just gonna come back and redo that line right there. Whoosh. Also learned from the ramen that I do not like water chestnuts. That tracks. I like them, but they're kind of they're a weird thing. Have the texture of a raw onion or a raw potato, which is a no from me. Yeah, I get that. They're very kind of like grainy almost, I guess. You really keep outdoing yourself in your art. Are you flattering me today? Thank you. I want to do more like showy stuff. So I feel like this is taking me a while, but I'm hoping it'll achieve the mission. Also, how's it going, Leonard? I don't know if I said that. Welcome in. How you doing? I knew it. Yeah, Tris knows all. Trust, are you speedrunning tomorrow? The only time I ever liked them was when they were bacon wrapped. What? I didn't know that was a thing. Definitely eaten them and not cared too much, but typically I can do without them. I don't mind them. They kind of just taste like whatever they're in, and it's an interesting crunch that I don't mind. I don't think I've ever seen an artist draw a giraffe live. Look at me being a trendsetter. I don't know if I've ever drawn a giraffe. If I have, I can't remember it. I want to art tomorrow at EK if that's what the people want, but I miss art stream. Trust, I'm going to be so honest with you right now. Who cares what the people want? As long as if it's what you want to stream, stream it. Do you an art stream? Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oops, that is a blending brush. There's my blender. There's not. Also, I'm good. I was just trying out some games, demos, to see what I'll buy. What have you tried? May start a new Inky. I read that as ankle at first. Not to like rub salt in your ankle wound, but it's definitely what my eyes saw. Agree with Beb, do what you want. Thank you. May start a new ankle. You could sculpt one or like needle felt one. I was gonna tell you about the ukulele remake. Okay, I tried that demo, and maybe it gets better like after the demo, but I didn't see a reason to not just play the original yet. Still not what I expected all those years ago from the Kickstarter, but it's a big improvement. Okay, maybe I retry. Also could have been one of those things where I was just not the game that I was feeling at the time. But the reason because it's the remake. What? What are those words you're saying to me? Did you play the original, Lunar? I think the demo doesn't show much. That is very true. But I would like to buy it soon because I see a lot of promise. I see that. I wanted to love it. I'm so ready to love that game. I really wanted to love the original too. I hated the original, and I had to play the Switch version, which played a big part in me hating it. I was okay with the original. I did not like the sequel thing that they made. Possible Layer or whatever. What is ukulele? It's a tiny stringed instrument. I didn't know you were musical. Music streams when? Right after you. Right after you do your first music stream, I'll do mine. I can play electric kazoo. Got no tone. Love that. I love that for you. And no notes. I bet you do. I bet you do somewhere. Switch version ran at an incredibly low resolution on an already low resolution 720p screen. The graphics were fuzzy and it dipped below 30 FPS sometimes. I think I played it on Xbox. I noticed it was very off, and this was way before I was into displays. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of games didn't run particularly well on Switch, honestly. My only notes are talking or screaming, so you're going to do a screamo stream. A screamo. Absolutely not, babe. How dare you accuse me of such? A what? A screamo stream. What screamo? Educate what that is. Kids these days. I swear to you. A what? Just explain. Explain to Ian. Old people these days? How dare you? Just is right there. I can be kind of active now. Welcome back. How we doing? We're pretty good. Ian's making me feel ancient, but otherwise, too bad. Also, I'm kind of adjusted to that at this point. It's the new norm. Just getting a little bit obsessive over a giraffe's ear at the moment. I didn't even hear what it was. I was just mocking him. Wow. Ian doesn't know what Screamo is, apparently. But it was trying to get me to do things that don't exist. Ian spewing 6'7", whatever else, because Ian is a interesting case because I don't think he's a 6'7" person.
6'7".
Okay, never mind. How dare you? How dare you, Ian's Crafts? He could feel it in his soul that he needed to prove me wrong. Timing was immaculate. I'm so annoyed. I'm not wrong. Could not have been better. My spidey senses for annoying Beb are on point today. They usually are. That's your true superpower. Means I'm getting stronger. We've got to do something about him. We can't allow this menace. So Trist. So Ian. Trist is about to be like, I don't have a clue what Screamo is. I think Beb made it up. I don't know why that's Trist's voice, but... Here we have arrived at the Stardew playlist again. The Stardew album. It's that time of stream, apparently. Screamo's life. Thank you, Nagin. Nagin at least knows what I'm talking about. Who does this 2-year-old think he is? Wow. Trist is bringing a different energy since the foot incident. Do we need to talk about anything? Tired and sad? Okay, go get some sleep. Get some sleep and rest your brain. Mentally tired. I feel that. Screamo is love. Well, to me, well, it was to 15-year-old Trist. I love how no one is even trying to explain it. Have you tried just not being tired and sad, Trist? Have you tried eating like 7 bags of Takis and seeing if it resets your whole situation? That's what the leading experts suggest these days. The fact that nobody can explain Screamo means it's fake news. You're fake news. Okay, before anyone cries ghost, that was Rosalina playing with a toy. That is again Rosalina playing with a toy. Thank you, I am indeed fake news. What is there to literally explain? It's in the name. That's what I thought too. I thought the same, but Ian said, this isn't real. Wait, do you really know? Honestly, KJ, I don't actually know with Ian most of the time. Because we'll start explaining something and he'll be like, of course I know what that is. I was just messing with you. This joke went way over your head. It's literally screaming, what's the point? People like angry music. Ask Rexy about Slipknot. Lunar show. What is how did we get to Lunar's hair? What? Rexy, my love. Slipknot is love, Slipknot is life. I'm not allowed to discuss Slipknot. I don't want to anger my core audience. Sounds like a great way to get overstimulated. I'll pass. It can be a lot, honestly. It's literally heavy rock music that the vocals are mostly or all screaming the lyrics, yeah. Ian, you really should hear what Naggin listens to on the daily. You better not, Bibbington. Corey's such a cutie. He's such a cutie. What a word to associate with that man. Can I post Lorna Shore to your Discard? Discard. You can discard that Lorna Shore. Why not? For why would you not? I'm so confused about not knowing the genre. Me too. Ian, what genre do you listen to most? I have it in my head that you like exclusively listen to musicals. I want to know the truth. Nagin's trying to send me into an anxiety attack. I see how it is. It is baffling. Nagin did send me like a screen record. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. Welcome back, Caitlin. Welcome. We are now talking about Screamo. I don't really know anything about rock and its subgenres. See, and that's probably what I know the most about, so we're on very different channels. I don't really mess with much Screamo. I don't either. I listen to everything except country and rock. I think within country and rap, I have about 2 songs each that I enjoy, and they're all more like popish. A lot of modern country is kind of just pop, in my opinion. But that makes sense. I would not have taken you for a rock fan, actually. My brother was a big Screamo listener. I had a friend who was. Actually, it's kind of ironic that I hate rock music because my favorite song is I Love Rock and Roll. That's your favorite song, like, ever? That's your number one. Do you even know what a jukebox is? So excited for the Game Awards on the 11th. Game Award shows and Game Reveal shows have been my favorite for more than a decade. Are there going to be a favorite rock song? Oh, rock song specifically. I did skip that word. Are they Are they going to do a lot of announcements on the 11th? I've heard a lot of people speculating that they're going to do some big announcements that day. Can't traumatize the baby with Lorna Shore. It's more metal deathcore than screamo, though. It would be a lot for Ian. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Explain to us what a jukebox is. Yes, please. He says, it's those little things you put straws in. They come in like apple or grape. Actually use multiple jukeboxes. Or black currant. A lot of restaurants down here have them. Okay. That does make sense. That does seem like it would be a Florida thing. I like to play the music that the guys at the bar hate. So edgy. Yes, and I've decided this last year I'm waiting for specific reveals. I've been waiting for Batman, Uncharted, God of War Trilogy remake. Did you see the stuff going on with people? And that, like, people thinking there's... Okay, there was whatever Jeff posted. And then there's that statue thing, and people are speculating it might be a new God of War or whatever. It was a cool statue. I don't know what any of it means. I'm avoiding spoilers for the show. I don't think anyone actually knows what the statue means. So it could or could not be God of War. But after the show, you should check out the statue. What statue? Okay, so there's a like dude that's big in video game journalism. And he posted something that led people to find a statue that got put up in the desert that people are thinking is a like hint about a new game that'll be announced soon. And they're trying to figure out what game it could be and what it could mean. I have no clue what you're talking about. I kind of don't either, honestly. It's got to be an announcement. Yeah. Why would a statue in the desert be a game and not a movie or a TV show? Ian, there are people out there who like video games a lot. Good lord. There's some car outside that sounded like it was in my window. I don't know if that came through. We'll be lurking while cooking dinner. Enjoy. Have good foods. Bev, can I interrupt? I got excited over a bird. Are you going to tell the story? Don't ever ask me to interrupt. Just do it. Kookaburra? Okay. Did you find one? Was the bird also a chicken nugget? What a callback. It was an IG post. What sound was it making? What did that one sound like? Those things are wild. Why that truck sound like a... Why that bird sound like a 18-wheeler truck? Posted in pets. Okay, thank you. Woman was talking a lot, but it was so cute. Oh, a bird didn't really make noise. How dare. It could only be Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed, God of War, or Fallout New Vegas, and maybe a few others, if it's a hint for a game. Okay, perfect. I'm going to be so honest. Not perfect. You're Lunar. Lunar. I was thinking about Prince of Persia. If it is Prince of Persia, like ever, I'm going to be so, like, annoyingly excited. That was my favorite game growing up, and if they ever, like, actually finish that dang remake, I'm going to be full in. I don't even know if I would like it anymore, but I have to do it. So it's a game because the person that found it is obsessed with games. That's the lamest. But the person that posted the thing that led people to it is a big games journalist. Hopefully it is. I've given up on waiting for the announcements. Yeah. Rest in peace, Crash 5. I gave up on like the Prince of Persia remake happening probably 5 years ago, at least. Luna, do you have the post handy? Hang on. Trying to see if I can find it. Why is this website? Oh my god. I hate websites that like when you try to leave them, they throw a pop-up at you that you can't just leave the page. You have to interact with the pop-up. Okay, I can't find the post itself, but this is the first article that popped up. And it looks like it has the posts and stuff in it. Like the ones that throw multiple pop-ups. Yeah, pop-ups are actually an abomination. I think they should be outlawed. Don't click that link, Lunar. I don't know why it says Diablo. Knew about the Steam VR like 2 years before it was announced. It's not a flex. I just never mention the leaks I read because I don't like spoiling. Sometimes entire games will be leaked, but usually canceled ones. I just don't usually stay informed enough to ever end up on spoilers. Welcome back, Sage. I don't have... What is that? Okay, that was the those things. Is this my... Yeah. This is the layer I want to be on. My girly. Sage, is your girly? Oops. No, why is that? It's the wrong brush. That's why that did that. Image looks so fake it's not even funny. I mean, what do you mean? Like you don't think the statue exists? Software and hardware leaks are a little different than full-on games, in my opinion. Like one is not as bad as the other. It looks like a screenshot of a game rather than a real-life image. People have visited the statue. Allegedly. I didn't read too much into this. But... it is also probably supposed to resemble a game. If it is a gaming statue. Like a game is an experience that's just real mean. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Especially when like dedicated fans actively try to go out of their way to avoid them. Okay, yes, this is the right layer. Excellent. Oops. Yeah, I wouldn't know offhand for sure, but I think people have leaked rough outlines for story-heavy AAA games. I think that's the worst kind of leak. There's also that like massive Nintendo leak that one time. I can't remember if anything like new and upcoming was leaked with that. It was crazy how much got out with that one. People are jerks. I agree. Why you gotta spoil? I don't really care about leaks unless it's movies or TV, but you don't really care about games unless they're movie or TV. Not a gamer, yeah. I think more games should be movies instead. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I've been your host, Ian. I don't ever want to talk to you again. Usually look up the plot anyway. Yeah, I'm like the opposite of a spoiler avoider with games a lot of times. I tend to just like want to know. Honestly. I actually have a big movie list of stuff to watch, and I put Death Stranding on there. Only game I put on there. That game looks like so much. Definitely look up plot. Yeah, because like, I would rather know if I'm gonna like the plot. Like, it's more important to me to know that I'm gonna like the plot than to avoid spoilers. The Assassin's Creed movie was such a cool concept. I really wish they made more of them. I don't think I saw that one. Welcome back, Rexy. We're talking about spoilers. Like, for movies, not vehicles. If my favorite directors make a new movie, I'll watch it without any knowledge in theaters. Sometimes that goes very bad. I don't look up movie spoilers. I don't really watch movies, but if I do watch them, I would go into those blind. Then I'm lost. Talking about spoilers and leaks. Don't know the directors of any movies. And you call yourself a movie fan. I don't really know many directors either. I just have like a handful of them that I know that if they're putting out something, I will at least look up the like plot synopsis to see if I might be interested in it. Welcome back, Higgy. Just in time to torment Rexy with me. Spoilers on Cars, I got you. What's your favorite spoiler? Those are the worst spoilers? Never mind, Rexy. Don't tell us your favorite spoiler. If they're done right, it's fine. The giant ones on Civics are dumb though. Like that car from Cars with like 7 of them. That movie. Ciao. Also, Lunar. Speaking of games, I'll have you know, I like for half a second thought about bringing back the speedrun idea over the weekend. Then I remembered who I am. I did actually beat a video game over the weekend. It was unheard of. So unlike me. I haven't eaten yet. I had to get the baby down for bed. Now doing some gardening while Caitlin makes taco mac and cheese. I'm so jealous. Live in Ohio, that's all I see. Everywhere. She's breaking the recipe again. Once you break a recipe, you can't stop, you know? It is true. It's a slippery slope. Living around Atlanta is the same. It really is. You should do it if you want to. See, the problem is I realize that I don't want to. I think it would be funny in concept. Squeaks has been speedrunning Mario a lot. Which Mario? Like 64? Or what are we talking? Okay, I'm gonna have to address that area at some point. Now she has her food scale out and measured the seasoning and ingredients to the gram. Only weigh the pasta because I need half a box. It's okay, you do what you gotta do. Honestly respected, if I was 15 years younger, I would do speed running. You could still do speed running. You gotta. It's one of the biggest time sinks in life. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy the time and effort investment people sink into it. Mario 64, okay. Top 250 in his category. Never too late to start speedrunning? Exactly. Exactly, I agree. You see how the eyes were adobo seasoning. She has a point. Bev, I'm seeing conflicting reports on whether this statue is real or not, but I will choose to believe you. What do you mean? Like, people are saying it's a... Like, some people are saying they have been to it, and some people are saying that it's just a Photoshop or something. Had a left hand injury, sadly, so I can't go back in the fighting games. It's wild to me that they're like professional fighting game people, probably AI. Like, someone posted a picture claiming they went and it's a whole different statue. Interesting. I haven't seen that part yet. I love how Ian doesn't care about this even a little, but he's researching it. I'll dedicate some time to Tekken and the Dragon Ball games when my hand gets better, though. Do it. Another person posted a picture, and it's a scorpion. And it's not like the other side of the statue or anything. Dinner on the stove. I'm actually back. Welcome back. Really read slow sit as something else. I was real worried I was going to mispronounce that. I know someone who was heavily dedicated to Tekken 8 and bought a fight stick. I don't get fighting games, honestly. Another person posted a picture and it's a giant stairs up to a star. What? Megan, are you a fighting game person? Oh yeah, Brawlhalla. My favorite game is Soul Calibur. I did love those growing up. I never really understood them, but they were cool. I liked the one where I could play as Link. What? It's where Nagan vents all the pent-up rage. A fighting game is in the side view PvP fighting, or fighting game is in any game that has fighting in it, like Mortal Kombat. You can go around the other fighter instead of just forward and back. Yeah. Those are boring? Wow. I really want specifically a Tekken 8 branded fighting stick I saw on Amazon. It's on sale, but it's too much to drop, especially when my hand hasn't healed yet. What is the price tag? How much is it? Is it more or less than the speakers? That's my reference point when we're talking price. I'll bring a PS2, GameCube, or Xbox to the next MocoCon. Run it with everyone in Soul Calibur 2. I think that was the one I liked the most. MocoCon needs to not be on your friend's wedding. What a conundrum for KJ. Specifically GameCube. Did they... Am I remembering correctly that they had different special characters per system with that one? Like one of them was Spawn. Super Smash Bros. Melee was my best fighting game. I loved Smash Bros. Too. Love y'all, but I'd take a bullet for my best friend. I can't miss his wedding. You're a real one for that. It's 175. Okay, that's nowhere near as bad as I was expecting. It does feel like a lot for a fighting game controller to me. Could you take a bullet for us? Wow, Naggin. PS2 had Heihachi from Tekken. Xbox had Spawn and GameCube had Link. I was a Link boy for sure. I didn't even really like Zelda back then, but I liked that he was in that game. I should have liked Zelda back then. I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I kind of know what I was thinking because the first ones I played were Ocarina and Majora's Mask, and they kind of scared me a little bit. But I really should have gotten over that. But I sure didn't. Whoops. Definitely don't own the PS2 and GameCube version still. Your secret is safe. The secret that you don't have. The fact that this is what you took from that statement is expected from a Twitch chat, yeah. That's what we do around here. Leave it to either Nagan or Ian. One of the two of them. They will find the way. Played as Sheik in Smash Bros. Melee. Who was in Melee? What did I do? Nothing yet. Actually, don't answer that. Okay. I can sure do that. Never mind, do answer. Again, can you answer? Oh, Melee had Roy. I was definitely a Roy. Loved Talon. Bev can't even answer? Imagine twisting my words like that. Imagine that being what you took from that. I'd be a total butt and use Raphael and his like 3 jab attack and just spam that over and over, and the enemy has no time to recover. I was so cheap with Nightmare. I was definitely one of those. If ever cosplay, I would go as Talon. I like Soul Calibur, but it never appealed for me outside of the arcade. Always had a deep love for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I had a very random, I'm pretty sure bootleg game when I was growing up on our computer. It was like Capcom versus Dragon Ball Z or something. I've not been able to find it again, but I was obsessed with it. I never played Marvel vs. Capcom. How's it going, Bryce? Welcome in. How are you on this Tuesday afternoon? We're doing pretty good. We're doing good. We're talking games. Drawing some giraffes. Basically just said you hate me. Shaking my head, my heart, my hemoglobin. I love that Nagan didn't even have to answer. Speaking my fighting game love language. Only thing that scared me was Legend of Zora Majora's Mask. It scared me. It was creepy. Was I supposed to answer? Nothing. Delegate to you. We did figure out that Nagan is the supervisor earlier, so it was only a matter of time. I ran a Smash Ultimate tournament in college once. I had real prizes and even tried my best to follow Evo rules. Oh, Nagan is no longer supervisor. Very no longer. I think it's Sage now. I don't even know if Sage is here. We had oh, you're here? Sage, you're supervisor. You don't have to do anything, but just know that you're a current supervisor. Nagan's Delulu meters off the chart. Oh, jeez. Had a 3D printed trophy too with the Smash Ball on top. That sounds sick. That sounds rad. Oh, Sage. Rexy is currently back in supervision duties. Love that we both said, oh geez, you did. Nobody wants to be supervisor. Rexy might want to be supervisor. I don't know. I'm not sure that anyone who wants that job should have it. But here we are. Sage, I need to know when I can take my lunch break. Who can cover my chaos while I'm gone? I don't know that anyone has that. Ian. You're a special brand of chaos. I can do it. Rexy, I would like to see you try. BRB, enjoy. Oh, Rexy and Sage. Okay, okay. But I hate what's happening. It'll always be my dream till the day I die to get to see a Yu-Gi-Oh battle that's just like the anime. BRB, enjoy. Maybe no Shadow Realm, but that will be worked out. I didn't know you were a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Honestly, that would be sick, yeah. It really would. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. We used to play Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. Probably on the draft that is Ian. Which one is Ian? Huh? I'm a recovering Yu-Gi-Oh tournament goer. Like, you played in them or watched them? We used to play it on the playground a lot, and I was kind of a butt. Beb, don't ask like we don't already know. Do we already know? Played? Nice. I was never good enough at like any of the card games to like actually play. We definitely played made up rules. Which one is Ian? Middle? Right? We said middle. My best friend also goes ham with Yu-Gi-Oh! So I got back into it when we lived together. Nice. I've always wanted to get into some kind of card game. But I've always just kind of dabbled in all of them. Get out of here. Okay. No, you're serious because you put the dashes in, yeah. You gotta say it right. Can't get into Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not my trading card game of choice. Do you have one of choice? I used to collect the cards as a young kid because it was a popular trend, and we all got them after we were through the Pokemon phase. That's kind of how it went for me. We played them a little bit, but like none of us really knew the rules, so we kind of just made up our own way. If you ever want to dabble, I'd say only draft and Magic the Gathering. It becomes real easy to just sell the rare cards and give away the bulk. That's what I do. I get so worried about what I would turn into if I started getting into Magic. Love my blue eyes white dragon. I was always jealous of people's dragons. Okay, I gotta run to the restroom. So I'm gonna do final BRB of the night. I love my painted blue eyes white dragon that Blaze did. Was it a card? Am I remembering right? I remember my neighborhood kids would get into arguments about their Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We were so intense about it. Sneakers that Dev is commissioning for me, or for the that one, this all just clicked for me. That makes sense. Pretty much replicated. That's incredible. Blaze is wild. He has every single copy of the monster that she painted onto the sneakers. Dude, those sneakers are looking incredible. She's a wizard. Everyone tell her she's a wizard. Okay, I'll be right back. Listen to this smooth jazz. I got a lot to catch up on. Chat was hopping. There's a lot. Wizard. Wasn't allowed to have Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, but I know it now. Are you watching it all now? Watching any of it? Can't wait. He's gonna lose it each. I'll give them to him. He's gonna flip. Those things look amazing. What? My mom literally took me and my brother to see the Pokemon movie in theaters. The Mewtwo one. Her car broke down on the way, but we walked the rest of the way, so we didn't miss it. That's impressive. Pokemon movie was so amazing as a kid. I remember crying at that movie. Welcome back, Ian. Missed out on 98% of cool things, but you can catch up now. Making up for it now and watching the Pokemon show, and I love it. Nice. I think I only watched 1 or 2 seasons of the show. Seeing Mew and Mewtwo on the big screen had me and my friend yeah, same. And then that tearjerker of a scene at the end. Poor Ratsky did too. He didn't get to play mini games or anything growing up. I hate it for him, but we're doing all the fun things now. You're catching up. Wish I'd been able to see the Pokemon movies in theaters. I feel like that's one of those series that I wouldn't be surprised if they brought them back to theaters. Put in Pokemon movie and there's a concept trailer with Tom Holland. Is that Spider-Man? 7 or 8? I don't remember. I wasn't born yet. I feel so ancient. So I was Googling Pokemon movie to see if you were alive. Now I'm a Magic the Gathering nerd and I really enjoy it. I was always afraid to be nerdy as a kid. I kind of was too. I was bullied already for my size. I always fluctuated, but I played sports and loved sports. And still do. This is basically my story, except for sports. I did not play sports. I had 0 interest. Never got into anything like WoW, D&D, or really any fantasy stuff for fear of being bullied more. I hate that. Didn't steal your dogs. I was about to lose my mind. D&D still intimidates me. D&D is a lot. I have a good group of friends who introduced me to Magic the Gathering, and it's my favorite. I love being nerdy about it and playing. It's the perfect level for me. Love that for you. Had a shiny Charizard. Oh, I hate this story. Had a shiny Charizard as a 6-year-old, and my brother told me it wasn't worth anything and traded me for it. Unbelievable. Also, is my name Gray or Turquoise? Because it's gray on mine. It's turquoise for me. I got you. I'll send you the movie. Just throw it up on a projector. I didn't actually eat because I couldn't find food I felt like eating, so now I have a mushroom Swiss burger on the way in honor of Rexy. I love that. You're so sweet. What a lovely tribute. Tom Holland would probably make a good Pokemon movie. I don't think I've ever seen anything that he is in. Okay, if I'm missing anything that I need to catch up on, yell at me. You've not seen Spider-Man? The only Spider-Mans I've seen were Tobert Maguire's. I feel like Tom Holland would actually fit in Pokemon. Please don't let him near Uncharted again. I could, visually, I could see him fitting. I still have all my Pokemon cards in a protected binder. I wish I had mine. I don't know where mine ended up. I used to have so many. Tom Holland would be a perfect Ash. And it's very sweet of him. I have a primal urge to see which ones you got and see how much they're worth. Time to make some money. For real. I've only ever seen the first Spider-Man, just the one. I saw the full Tobey Maguire trilogy, but none after that. I was obsessed with those movies for a bit. Tom Holland has that action movie charm that's needed for something like a live-action Pokemon. Or Uncharted. I don't think I have the first editions, but I'll post in Beb's Discord one of these days soon. Lunar is all about it. Watch Pokemon pack opening videos. Sometimes I went through a weird rabbit hole for like a month watching pack opening videos one time. And then like a month into it, I realized that I didn't have a clue why I was watching so many of them every single day. Tom Holland Spider-Man is conflicting to me because it's good, but also annoying because he's kind of supposed to be as a teenager. So he like plays the part well. But the part is annoying. Like the other Spider-Man movies made him way more mature. Yeah, in the like Tobey Maguire ones, he did seem kind of like he was in his 20s or 30s in high school. Got really into videos of people making and playing with slime. The way I get fed slime videos, I like, not judging you for watching them. I don't understand them, but I can't get rid of them. But do you know what a Twitch meta is? It was the Twitch meta for a while to open Pokemon. Yeah. I never watched it on Twitch. I do know a lot of people have done it. I mostly watched a couple of random YouTubers. Which one of my fellow old people in here know about Crazy Bones? Were those the like pill capsule looking things? They were shaped like funky characters. Tobey Maguire literally looks like a 30-year-old, yeah. So I think it's debatable if he's really supposed to be mature or not. Me. I can say, at least from my experience, it's definitely a male-heavy demographic. Ooh, girl. So I have some of those too somewhere. I don't have any of my childhood stuff. Okay. I don't remember where I was at. What happened to your childhood stuff? Some of it just got lost over time. But some of it I like actively threw out when I was going through like my angsty phase. Like, I'm not a kid anymore. Or is it just no, it's like going. It hurts my soul. Shame. There were little hard plastic characters. They had names and came in all different colors and more rare colors. I just used rubber bands and shot them at things like little rocks. Little menace. Hurts my soul. Pain and suffering. I'm not sentimental for objects, so I threw stuff out. So I threw out like all my childhood stuff. Yeah. I'm not like super sentimental, but they're like, I wish I still had my Game Boys and stuff. And like my cards. A lot of it I've never really missed, but I've never missed it until people like talk about still having their things. Also made weapons in class. I'm extremely sentimental. I didn't have a whole ton as a kid, so all of it fits in like 3 boxes. And like the trash bag full of stuff in the nice garage corner or whatever. I think there's still puddles of plastic in my old driveway from these. You melted your toys, Rexy? This is the one thing I wish I had, my Game Boy Advance. Yeah. I had like a Game Boy Color and then an Advance and then an SP. I do wish I had all those. Plus my trash bag of stuffed animals. Wish I had my things. I'm sentimental. I wish you did too then. BRB, Rexy, you're in charge. Heard of the bigger hoop? The saying about earrings is true for Magic the Gathering players too. Strong as a stench, the bigger the creep. Wow. Other than that, I'm also not too sentimental of the rest of my things. Yeah. Most of it's not really a big deal to me. Kind of weirdly miss being a school degenerate. I feel like I would have had a bit more fun in school if I were a degenerate back then. I don't miss school even a little. I was like very, very quiet and to myself. Samesies. Why does that not surprise me that that was from Rexy? Me too. I don't miss school one bit. I miss college. I don't miss anything before college. I have all my old stuff from being a wee one. I'm too sentimental to get rid of it. Anything. Do you still have all your kids' shoes? Got counted as absent in my seat. Wow. I miss college a lot. I do too. I would go back if it wasn't for like the mountains of student debt that we have to acquire. It was nice kind of just being told what to do and completely disregard it. Just keep going anyway. Your menaces. If it wasn't for the mountains of student debt, I still have it. I do still have some too. I got off a lot luckier than a lot of people, but sheesh. Do still be a thing. Now we catch charges. Okay, I'm trying to just like look over my reference and see what I want to do next. I need to sort out this right giraffe's nose. I mean, I did put a lot of payments in when they stopped them during the pandemic, and that has wildly paid off for me. Yeah. I forgot to do anything about like stopping them or whatever. So I was paying the whole time too. Wish I could have gone through school with the self-confidence I have now. Same. I think about that. Because at least there's some instead of the major insecurity I had back then. Yeah, I'm not like the like poster boy for confidence, but like night and day between now and high school. One person who was a part of my friend group in my first high school got a free ride. He didn't choose to go. But when I think about it, the circumstances made sense. Yeah, I knew a couple of people like that. There were a couple of people I graduated who got like full rides for football and went for like a semester and then came back and like ditched the ride. And it baffled me at the time, but I get it. My language arts teacher senior year bought a squirt gun and would spray me with it. The person I knew didn't go at all. Interesting. I'm not the poster girl either. I'm not super secure in myself, but I don't give a heck what people think as much. That's real. I still definitely care a lot about what people think, but I like to pretend I don't. Full rides have all kinds of gotchas. Yeah, there's that too. Didn't complete the degree and then had to pay. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't think about that. How does that work? Like you pay, like, would they have to pay back what they had already done? I guess. Got kicked out of class for, I think so, okay. Got kicked out of class for taking the kid next to me. It was my friend. I wasn't bullying a random. Took his hoodie strings, pulled them super tight so it closed over his face. Tied them in a triple knot to the metal bar on his desk. Wow. He was cracking up the whole time, as was the class. The teacher was not. The teacher said, "How dare you? How dare you? In my professional environment." Okay, this is what I'm trying to work on. Okay, so it is still on this layer. That's good. Is that other line? Yes. Let's go. Let's go, babe. Doing things right. Okay, so let's just erase that, but I needed to continue it actually. He's got a weird... Oh, that's the wrong color. It's got a weird, like, distinct line of his little snoot right here. This is amazing. I got transferred out of my junior English class because the teacher couldn't handle my disruptions with my friends. I would make them not pay attention, and she hated me. We were like polar opposite students. Only got in trouble for reading in classes or drawing, but I would always know the answer to the current question. How dare they? How dare they do that to you? It always bugged me too. I was the student who, like, I would occasionally get in trouble for, like, not showing my work or not completing the homework assignment, like, to the exact specifications. But I knew the stuff. Why can't I just learn my own way? You brats. Purposely waited to tell a joke to my friend, different friend, who I knew has a very loud and obnoxious laugh right as we started watching a scene from Hotel Rwanda in our history class. So he started obviously cracking up during a somber scene in the movie, and I sat there with a completely straight face. Wow. It's diabolical. You was undisciplined. Your menaces stayed in trouble. I'm not surprised. I don't know of a time when I like actually got in trouble. I was definitely not a troublemaker. You minish. Okay, I want to curve this down, but I think in the reference curves down and out just a wee bit. Nothing compared to my dad. I was considered the class clown because I really tried to get people to laugh, and the teachers were not having it. Let Rexy have some joy. I was teacher's pet, but not in the loud way. The you don't know I'm there, but I do my work way. Not the answering questions out loud kind. I remember being one teacher's pet. That was mostly because I won like a competition that made her look really good. Thank you, Beb, for the joy part. Yeah. I accidentally set his jacket on fire in high school because he got caught with a lit cigarette and shoved it in his pocket. Which is worse, burning or trouble? That day he made his choice. He also put firecrackers in several urinals and multiple bathrooms. Wow. He was bold. I knew a couple of people like that. Always made sure that they didn't try to get me to tag along, because that would have horrified me. Trust, I trust. A little trust. Hey, what? Okay, so this right here can actually just go away. I'll need to attend to that later. This is what I come back to. Firecrackers in the urinal. What a time to be alive. I was beloved in my senior year. It was a nice time, and I had a lot of really good times. I always have hope there will be even better times for some of those I shared those times with. That's a very selfless hope. Don't judge my father's actions. Yeah, Trist. I love slacking off and goofing around in a lot of my classes. I didn't do either of those things. I also stole a neighbor's four-wheeler, and the cops got called, and he sunk it in a local pond. Wow. What? Who was it that had the dentist situation? Is that the same person? Or same family? My mom was a teacher in the same district. I had to be a teacher's pet, inside job. My mom was also a teacher in the same district I went to for a few years. Not the high school. But I definitely remember the mom-teacher vibe. It definitely probably played a pretty big role in me being a goody-goody. Am I the only person who didn't have a good time? Sure not. You were sure not. Trist, I remember going to graduation I didn't even want to go to graduation, but I remember going to it and like everyone talking about how you needed to like soak up the memories. This is the last time you might see some of these people, and I really just wished I was at home playing like Smash Bros or something. I didn't have a bad time in high school, but I didn't enjoy it. Kind of same, honestly. Like there was nothing horrible about it for me, but just zero joy in it. It was not a vibe. Only enjoyed it because I was an unhinged savage. Was. Okay. Look at how things have changed. Do 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 do. You right. I'm always right. He also kept climbing in the local apple orchard and stealing apples, and they kept yelling at him. And one day they had enough, loaded up rock salt and a shotgun, and shot my dad in the back, butt, and legs. Okay, at first my brain put back butt together as like an alternative to front butt. Back butt and legs as he tried to run away, so the salt just had to disintegrate and burn to heal. Did he stop? Did that convince him? No, probably not. This tracks. Our high school graduation was a religious mass. We didn't get our certificates there. We had to collect them after the mass at the office. And I remember because there was no one to take care of my dad. He didn't go to it, so I was literally just there on my own. Put a hole in me. It's rough. I hate that for you. I definitely would have skipped all of mine if I had the option. Take care of my brother. My dad had to stay home to take care of brother. Oh, okay. I'm following. I still hate it. Okay. I want to... Similar situation for my college grad. So I didn't even go in the end because I just didn't feel like it'd have mattered. Yeah, I didn't really care about my college graduation either. I cared-ish about that one because I did have a couple of friends in college. But like at the same time, I kind of would have been, I kind of would have been cool if I could have just gotten the paper and skipped the ceremony. I'm sorry, Trist, I understand. I had straight A's, but got kicked out at 16. So I had to get a GED and do it alone from there on. But I wouldn't have wanted to go to graduation anyways. Yeah. Graduation was not that important to me. Yeah, hugs for everybody. Oh, we have a hug counter? was a thing. Okay, I want to test something. I can't remember which piece. I might have done a thing I want to try with 2 hugs so far. Okay, I know I did it on this guy. So this is saturation. It's just maxed. Interesting. Okay. Okay, can we get out of the bird skull? Thank you. Okay. Water the bib. I can do it. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to make them shadow creatures. I banished them to the shadow realm. Okay, so there's a neat little trick you can do in Procreate where you can test like your values. This is looking better than I was thinking it was going to, but it did prove what I was thinking to me, that I want to put like tiny little edge lighting around some of the darker parts. Okay, my high school graduation was supposed to be outdoors at our football stadium, but the weather forecast called for some rain. It was still sunny outside, but they decided to move it to the backup location in case of rain, which was indoors at our basketball gymnasium, which is not air conditioned and much tighter seating. My grandmother was wheelchair bound, wasn't able to really see anything. It was like 95 degrees. That sounds like torture. And it never ended up raining. That's atrocious. That's garbage. Okay. Actually, I want to reshape this. And then I'll do the thing. Okay. Reshape this one a little bit. And this one a little bit. You figured it out? It's okay. Hugs don't have to be on the counter to count. We feel them in our soul. Okay. You're all truly the best, though. You too, Sage. We got a good group here. I like what we got going on. Okay, this one doesn't really need it, but for consistency, if I'm putting it on any of them, I need to put it on all. Pretty wonderful peeps here. I was about to make a joke, but I don't want to get yelled at. So why is this just the most somber song that is played all night at this very moment? It's a playlist watching the stream. I can yell if you want. No, I'm gonna not ruin a nice moment, actually. For once. Also very entranced by this edge lighting I'm adding. I was gonna say, this is a nice moment. I know, how dare I? I can't believe I would ruin that. Big menace energy. Lexi, I hope you remember that I ruined this moment tomorrow when you're heading off to work. Can't be yelling. Just you better not be yelling. I don't want you to ruin this moment. Rexy? What was Rexy right about? Oh, I like how that looks. I think that was a good choice. Good choice, Beb. Thank you, Beb. What a nice moment. That this is a nice moment? Okay. I'm glad we've had such a nice moment. It's nice when the moments are nice. Nice is good, mean is bad. Don't be mean, good, mean is bad. Nice is better than mean. Wow, Trist. 57. I can't believe it's the highest number anyone's ever scored ever. Oop, gotta go. See you tomorrow. It's good to see you. Hope you get some sleep. That's not the highest. It's not even close. I think someone got like a 98. Did you get a 98? Here till you raid? I might raid soon. I'm very tired, I'm realizing. I feel like we've gotten a lot done. That was you? Okay. That's what I was thinking. Non-Trist? Hold on. Hold on, Trist. No, Beb, you're not my boss. This is my stream. Oh, I definitely spelled that command wrong. It was not even gonna work. Oh, and I definitely almost left Ian's name in the command. That would have been fun. And now I'm spelling Trist's name wrong again. Okay, Trist. I could have done Wheezing. Wheezing would have worked too. Actually. This is also like actually good to learn how these things work, so. You're welcome. Thank you, I suppose. Okay, Trist. It should have like random answers now. If I did that right. I felt good about it until it popped up in chat. The snort I snorted. That is a good reminder. Here we go. I've been messing with commands so much this week. I'm going to be a command expert. Oh, my back. My back did a massive plop. Is the randomness through stream elements? Yeah. I was actually taught the trick by Perfect. Do you have stream elements? I could send you the like format if you want it for something. I gotta figure. It's literally you could just copy and paste. I could send you the things. Maybe you remind me, but it's very simple, very easy to do. If you're down, I'm telling you, I'll do it. I do need a reminder, probably though. I'll do it. Thank you, pepperoni and cheese. Pepperoni and cheese pizza. He needs reminding. Wow, what does that mean? What does that mean, Reximus? What are you trying to imply? Did you need reminding? I literally just said it. What are you trying to imply? I'm still on chair duty for Ian. Oh, so you don't have to make sense right now. I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Just pure sass. Pure sass, no sense. But don't forget, can you remind me? Not me like mentally running through the list of things I need to remember to see if I forgot one of them, but I probably forgot it. Or remind Rexy. Can you remind Rexy to remind Nagan to remind Triss to remind me? Thank you. Corner real one, it's true. You're all real ones. It's been a nice moment. Even me? I mean, I guess I did say all. Although you're currently being Ian, so I don't know which reel is the reel that I'm referring to. I'm a real boy. Beb, can you remind Corin to remind Ian to remind Rexy to remind Nagan to remind Triss to remind Beb? Remind what? I forget. Thank you for the hug. 3 hugs. Our numbers are climbing. To remind me. Okay, I'm following now. I'm understanding that reminders must be reminded. Ultimately, Beb needs reminding. I don't remember why you're saying that. Just remind yourself to remind. I'll do my best. I'll make a reminder to remind me, to remind you, to remind Ian, to remind Rexy, to remind Nagan, to remind Triss. Please be kind. Rewind. Do. I'm just looking for a raid. While we cherish this nice moment. Showing my age with that, but it's fine. It's okay. We're all old here. We're all old down here. Beb, no context. I need a tiebreaker, 1 or 2. Yes. Rexy said 2. Just be sure to tell Ian I lived up to his expectations of place holding for him and his chaos. He's definitely not going to remember that he told you to do that. There will not be follow-up for that, but if it comes back up, I will tell him. He might. You're going to remind him. How actually dare you? Okay, thank you, Rexy. Trist, I was actually going to say 2 also, for what it's worth. That was where my gut was going. Got so many reminders. Did you put them in your calendar? Can you tell Beb and I share a brain cell? No longer. The days of the brain cell sharing are done. I've taken it back. Sure, pal? Did you just sure, pal me? Sure did. This is why Sage is my new favorite. Sage, don't tell anybody. Oop! Triss, don't tell anybody. One of those emotes should not be in there. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's a good emote. It's groovy. It's moving and grooving. Dead. Like how I was going to end early and we're still going till 8. Because I can't find the raid. I can't decide. Crumbly's my favorite for emotes. He does have some good ones. He has a good mix of like actually wholesome but still chaos. 136 snort. Okay. We definitely raid her all the time. But she always understands that when I need to raid and run. So we're gonna go to JC. Plus I just enjoy hanging over there. I'm definitely very tired. I'm very tired. I got garbage sleep last night because I was checking on the dog. Catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out, Corin. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for the nice moment we had. I feel like we all bonded. We all bonded. We all grew from this experience. Boo, garbage sleep. I agree. I'm gonna fix it tonight though. Ooh, combining tabs. Heck yeah. I wanna start like being more adventurous with raids, but not tonight. Not tonight. Plus JC's good people. Good people, and she's doing some beadwork, it looks like, and she has a gigantic mustache right now. So go show her some love. Take care of yourself. Get some sleep. Get some water. Get some food. I'll be back Thursday. I want to do illustrating stuff Thursday. I might work on kids' book. Might work on regular. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back Thursday at 4. Must ask you a question. Ask her a question. Or shave it for later. Okay. Go show JC some love. I'll be back Thursday. Okay, bye.